Hello students, hope all of you are fine and staying safe at home. I think I have explained you the topic ratio in my previous two classes where we have done lots of word problems and I have given you some homeworks from those two exercises, that is 9A and 9B. So today we are going to start the second innings of this chapter. The first innings was ratio and the second innings it will be proportion. So let's go to the topic in detail. First we need to know what is proportion. A statement that two ratios are equal is called proportion. In a statement, if two ratios are equal, then they are said to be in proportion. For example, you see 3:5 and 6:10 are in proportion. Question may arise in your mind, though both the ratios look totally different, how they are in proportion. So let's see. Here you can see 3:5 is proportional to 6:10. Here I have written the reason. Why? 6:10 is an equivalent fraction or ratio to 3:5. Means if we simplify 6:10, we will get back to 3:5. So we can say that 3:5 is proportional to 6:10. Now we will go to some important points which we need to remember while dealing with the problems of proportion. So let's have a look on them. Four numbers are said to be in proportion if the ratio of the first two is equal to the ratio of the last two. That is, suppose A, B, C and D are in proportion if A by B means A is to B is equals to C is to D. Okay, that means four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion if A is to B is equals to C is to D. This can be expressed as A is to B proportionally proportional to C is to D. This can also be read as A is to B as C is to D or A to B as C to D. This is the one way to determine whether the given numbers are in proportion or not. Now we will go to the second way, how we can find it out. If we need to examine whether the four given terms are in proportion or not, then product of extreme must be equal to product of means. Now what does extreme and means means? So let's have a look in this example again. 3:5 and 6:10. Here four numbers are there. 3, 5, 6 and 10. Okay. So extreme means the corners one. The numbers which are sitting at both the corners. That is 3 and 10. And means those which are sitting in the middle. That means 5 and 6. So 3 and 10 will give us 30. 5 and 6 will also give us 30. So these four numbers are in proportion. So with one example only, I have explained you both the ways to express the proportionality. Now we will go to some examples to explain this in detail. Now you can see how to determine whether the given numbers are in proportion or not. So here four numbers are given, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have to find out whether these four numbers are in proportion or not. So product of extremes means 2 into 5. We have got them as 10. Product of means 3 and 4. We have got them as 12. Here they are not equal since product of extreme and product of means is not equal. So these given four numbers are not in proportion. Okay. Now goes to the next example. Here 4, 6, 8 and 12. Again we will do with product of extreme and product of mean. Product of extreme 4 into 12, that is 48, and product of mean 6 into 8, 48. Here both the results are same, so the given numbers are in proportion. So in this way we can determine whether the four numbers are in proportion or not. Now we will go to the second process, where we need to find out whether the given ratios are in proportion or not. So you can see I have taken an example. Here two ratios. One is 20 centimeter is to 1 meter and one is 3.5 liter is to 17.5 liter. We have to examine whether they are in proportion or not. So here, since the units are different, I have converted 1 meter to 100 centimeter and then I have simplified. After simplification, I have got it as 1 by 5. Similarly, in the second case also, I have done the same. Here I have simplified twice, once with 7 and the next with 5. I have got the result as 1 by 5. So both the cases I have got 1 by 5. So my solution will be, since both the results are equal, so the given ratios are in proportion. Okay. Now let's move to the second example. 2 kg is to 8 kg and 25 gram is to 625 gram. In the similar way, I have simplified. I have got the result as 40, 1 by 40. And in the second case, I have got the result as 1 by 25. So both are different. So what we can say? Since both the results are not equal, so the given ratios are not in proportion. So these are the two ways in which we can find out whether the given numbers or the given ratios are in proportion or not. Now we will go in the way how to find out the missing terms in a given format. So now look how to find the missing terms. The question is, first, second and third term of a proportion are respectively 20, 18 and 40. Find its fourth term. So to be in proportion, there must be 4 terms. So out of those first, second and third term is given, we have to find the fourth term. So we have considered the fourth term as x such that 20, 18, 40 and x are in proportion. Here in this question, the fourth term is missing. In some questions, second term may be missing. In some other question, third term may be missing. So in the same pattern, you need to follow. So according to our rule, what was the rule? Product of extremes is equal to product of means. So here extremes are 20 and x. So 20 into x. And means are 18 and 40. So 18 and 40. Now in my last class I have told, if anything is being multiplied in the left hand side, if we transfer it, it will change its operation. Multiply will change to divide, addition will change to subtraction and vice versa. So 20 is multiply over here. If we shift it in this side, we will get it in divide form. And here simplification I have done and I have got the fourth term as 36. In this way, we can find out any of the missing term of a proportionality series. So this much is only the explanation. In the next video, we will go to the exercise in detail.